Heh heh and heh. Just to be different. Crawl into the creepy old gruddy crypt of terror, fiends. This is your ghostly host, the Crypt Keeper, your master of cemeteries, ready to thrill you, chill you, and kill you with a slimy selection from my fiendish file of foul fancies. Ready? Well, here goes with the yowl yarn I call Operation Friendship. Smiling warmly, Dr. Andrew Hobart settled himself into his favorite chair. A sigh of deep contentment came forth as he filled his pipe, lit a dancing flame, and puffed blue spirals toward the ceiling. It was a ritual he'd observed for long years now, uncounted evenings with his friend. Turning slowly, the doctor opened the conversation. Comfortable, Philip? Now let's relax and enjoy our chess game. Just you and I, as we've done these past 20-odd years. Ah, these quiet evenings together, Philip. They're all we have left. Dr. Hobart placed the chessboard on the low table before him. Others might scoff, Philip, but I say ours is one of life's rarities. A perfect friendship, a meeting of the minds, a mental mating, far more lasting and rewarding than that of man and wife. The old doctor went on garrulously, always the more talkative of the two, hardly giving the other a chance to speak. His voice dripped on, rich with mellow memories, nostalgic reminiscence. Yes, Philip, 20 years of this. Remember how it all began, Philip? How as kids our families moved next door to each other. Remember? Remember how, like all kids, we were shy at first, but quickly warmed up, found that we liked the same things? Gosh, Andy, I like you. I like you too, Phil. Let's be pals for life and seal it in blood. A kid's prank? No, it was more than that, Phil. It was a pact of devotion that nothing has been able to tear apart in all these years. Nothing. Sign your name, Phil. We'll be buddies forever. Till we're old men and ready to die, Andy. Remember, Phil? Remember how inseparable we were? Playing together, going places together, fighting together. Two of us against the world. You big bully! Don't ever pick on my pal Phil again! You hear? Okay, I give up, I promise! Ah! Remember, Philip? We were a modern Damon and Pythias, and as we grew out of boyhood, we became even closer, if anything. Remember in high school how even the prettiest girls failed to pull us apart? Sorry, Joan. Phil and I are going to the movies ourselves tonight. Together.
I won't ask you again, Andrew Hobart. You're not human.
None of the girls understood, Phil. They couldn't. Their cheap thrills of dating and petting were as sawdust to the platonic ecstasy of our embracing minds. I've decided on medicine, Phil. Why don't you study it with me? Sorry, Andy. Electronics is my meat. College, the same college, of course. Naturally, we could not be exactly alike in all things. I probed living mechanisms, and you probed cold, lifeless ones. But even here we found common ground. It's a well-known fact that the brain emits electronic impulses, Phil. Why do you ask? I was just wondering, Andy, suppose we could capture those impulses and reproduce them into audible sounds, electronically. Remember how we worked together on your theory, Phil?
The crazy machine we built. Remember that squid? How we kept it alive in the brine water, attaching the electrodes to its head?
Listen, Andy. Listen!
It works, Phil. It works. We used that clever gadget for our combined doctorate theses. We knocked him dead, didn't we, Phil? Graduated with top honors.
Congratulations, Andy.
Same to you, Phil. And went out into the world together. Remember how we found those two offices side by side? I hung out my MD shingle and you hung out your electronic engineer's sign. Ready for lunch, Phil?
Let's go. Dr. Andrew Hobart studied the chessboard before him as if he were contemplating the move he'd had in mind when they'd left off the previous night.
We both made our marks, Phil. You in electronic patents, I in surgery. And always from those first years, like now, we spent every evening together, our friendship cementing itself firmer each year. Remember? And then came those awful weeks. I still shudder at the memory, Philip. I knew something was wrong. I felt it. Every evening you grew more and more moody.
I can't make it tomorrow night, Andy. Something came up.
Sure, Phil. I understand. You stopped coming. First you skipped 1 day a week, then 2. Then you hardly came at all. I had to know why. What's wrong, Phil? I can feel something standing between us. What is it? Tell me. I must know.
How can I tell you, Andy? It isn't easy.
Your hesitation, your averted eyes, a cold chill gripped me and I steeled myself for the shock of what I could almost guess.
I'm in love, Andy.
Oh, Phil. You went on, not knowing how much each word whiplashed my flinching soul.
Her name is Jandra. Here's her picture. Isn't she pretty?
Very. Lovely, Phil.
I'm going to marry her, Andy.
Marry? But Phil, our friendship, after all these years, you'll be breaking it up.
Please, Andy, don't make me feel like a dog. After all, I am getting along in years. I'm almost 30. It's normal for a man my age to want a wife, a home, kids. And our friendship isn't breaking up. You'll like Jandra. And we'll...
No, Phil, it won't be the same with you married. You can't do it. Listen to me. Remember how I pleaded with you, Philip? Argued, raved, stormed, groveled on bended knees. Phil, you can't cast aside our friendship like an old shoe. It's too sacred. Marriage is for others, not for us, with our wedded minds. Phil, I beg of you, give this creature up.
I'm sorry, Andy.
You turned a stony heart to your old friend, Philip. And then one day you brought Jandra to meet me. She was lovely, all right, on the outside, but a mental vacuum within.
This is Andrew Hobart, Jandra.
Gee, Philly's told me all about you, Doc. He says you're real smart.
Your fiancé exaggerates, Jandra. It is Philip who is the smarter of the two of us.
Philly smart? Ah, go on. He's big and handsome and he can play a mean game of tennis, but smart, really? You're kidding. Philly, you smart?
After you and Jandra left, I cried, Philip. No, not for me and my loneliness, but for you. That girl, that feline, all she wants of him is a playmate and a lover. His physical attributes, well, his fine mind goes to waste. Wedding bells tolled happiness for you, Philip, misery for me. I was your best man, of course, but no longer your best friend. Closest companion.
So long, Andy.
Bye, Doc. See ya.
Goodbye, Phil. And then I sat alone, Philip, evening after evening, listening to that awful silence, staring at your empty chair. Phil, come back to me. Phil. Those bitter, lonely hours, Philip, dragging by, each an eternity, until I could stand it no more. I was ready to take my life, Philip, ready to slit my throat with one of my own razor-sharp scalpels, when the only way out... That phone call saved me, Philip. It also saved you. It was the hospital, an emergency operation, major lobotomy. It was while I was removing that diseased portion of the patient's brain that it came to me. Of course, the real way out, the noblest, most sensible way out. I fitted up my basement with equipment, made myself an experimental laboratory, started my research, lost myself in my work. Lobotomies have cut away whole portions of the brain that were diseased, rotted, tumored. The part of the brain that was left continued to carry on the body processes. Spent 2 years tracking down the answer, and then I found it. And my chance came when you called one day. What? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Phil. You're not going with her? Then why not come here and spend the 2 weeks with me? Good. I'll expect you then. Goodbye. That was a break, wasn't it, Philip? Jandra having to go home for 2 weeks due to an illness in the family. And it came at just the right time. I was ready.
Your move, Andy. Just like old times, eh?
I see the signs, Phil. Your marriage is palling on you. Jandra sickens you, doesn't she? Remember how you turned on me angrily?
Are you mad, Andy? Where did you get such a crazy idea? I love her, even if she isn't so brilliant. She's fun, Andy. I've never been so happy.
Poor loyal Philip. You didn't want to hurt her, did you? You didn't want to cast her aside like the trash she was for wasting your life, suffocating your wonderful mind in dreary trivialities. Well, you didn't fool me, Philip. I pitied you from the bottom of my heart. And I gave you warning as one friend to another. If you keep up with that woman, let her drag you down to her moronic depths, you will be degrading yourself.
Stop it, Andy. That's enough. Either we drop the subject or...
Too bad, Philip. Too bad you were so stubborn. If only I'd convinced you. All right, Philip, no need to get angry. The subject is closed.
You mentioned something about some experiments you've been doing, Andy? Dr. Hobart looked up. His dreamy thoughts returned to the present by the sharp hammering on the door.
Oh, blast! I forgot it's Thursday. They're here for their weekly visit.
Dr. Hobart stepped out through the sliding doors of the library, turning to close them.
I'll be back in as soon as they've gone, Philip. Then we can continue our game.
The library doors locked. Andrew swung open the front door.
Ah, Philip, Jandra, come in, come in.
We can't stay long tonight, can we, dear?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, no, Andy, we can't.
Dr. Hobart led his guest past the library into the sitting room.
Going dancing again, Philip? Aren't you getting a little old for that?
Huh? Nah, we enjoy dancing. Don't we, Jandra? Lots of fun dancing. It was a dull, desultory visit, with Jandra obviously impatient to go and Phil doing little to carry on any conversation. This is the way it had been every week for 20 years.
Well, we really must be going. Come along, Philip.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Bye, Andy. See you.
Of course, Philip. Next week. Goodbye.
Dr. Hobart led them to the front door, watched them hurry down the walk to their waiting car. Then he unlocked the door and went into the library.
You know, Philip, I don't think Jandra noticed the least difference when she came home from that visit to her family 20 years ago. She still has the things she wants of her husband. The physical things. She's perfectly satisfied with your body. And 25% of your brain. And I've got the real you, Philip. The important part of your brain. Your creative, artistic part.
The brain floated lazily in the jar of amber liquid.
And so the years stretch happily ahead of us, Philip. You and I, together till death, in mental companionship.
Dr. Hobart flipped on the voice amplifier switch for the first time that evening and tuned the volume.
All right, Philip, go ahead, rant and rave.
Oh, God, why did you do it? Why? I loved her. I was happy with her. Why didn't you believe me? Dr. Hobart shook his head, smiling warmly at the brain suspended in the bubbling liquid.
Oh, don't be a fool, Philip. Why must we always go through this every night before we can settle down to a nice, quiet evening? I did this for your own good. I rescued you from that nitwit female. Why, if you had gone on living with her for the past 20 years, you would have lost your mind.
It's you who lost your mind, Andrew. You! You're mad! Mad! And, oh Lord, look what you did to me! Dr. Hobart reached for the voice amplifier switch. The brain seemed to twist slightly as it floated buoyantly in the jar.
Must I turn you off, Philip? Or will you be good so we can go on with our game? I believe it's my move.
No, we stopped last night after your move. It's my move. What was that about a wedding of minds? Certainly sounds like the Mad Doctor and his bottled brain are married. Listen to them argue about who goes first. And you'll argue about who goes first to join the EC fanatics, that is, when you see the stuff you can get, like back issues, when you write us for ordering info. Now the Vault Keeper awaits with a yarn to drive all you maniacs sane. I'll see